Welcome to Study Loop.
Okay guys, this is chapter 27, problem 3. So in this question, we're given that there are two bonds. Bond A pays $8,000 in 20 years, and bond B pays $8,000 in 40 years. So the first part of the question is asking us if the interest rate is 3%, what is the current value of the bond? So this is a net present value question. And the formula for net present value can be found on page 565 of the textbook. The formula is x, which is the payment you get, over 1 plus the interest rate to the power of n, which is the number of years in the future that you're going to receive the payment, is equal to the net present value. So for the first bond, we're going to receive $8,000 at an interest rate of 3% in 20 years. And this is going to equal $4,020. So you can do this with a rule of 70, like the hint in the question says, but it's very easy to do this with a formula. So for bond B, it's going to be 8,000 over 1 plus the interest rate to the power of 40, and this is 2020, right? This is bond B, and this is bond A. So obviously bond B is worth less, and that's because you have to wait longer to receive the payment, which means because of inflation and price changes, the value of $1 in 40 years is worth less than the value of $1 in 20 years, which is worth less than the value of $1 today. So part B then asks us if the interest rate changes to 7%, what's the present value of each bond and which bonds change the most? So we're going to be using the same formula. So for bond A, it's $8,000 over 1 plus 0.07 now to the power of 20. And this equals $2,067. And for bond B, it's $8,000 over 1 plus 0.07 to the power of 40. And this is 537. So we can see that the 20-year bond is still worth more than the 40-year bond. So now which value has changed the most? So this is just a simple percentage change so we're going to do bond A first. So it's this 2,067 minus the value of the interest rate at 3.5%, which is 4,020 divided by 4,020. And this equals, it's a minus 48.5% change. For bond B, it's going to do the same thing, 537 minus 2020 over 2020 equals minus 0.735 or minus 73.5%. So we see that the 40-year bond is more sensitive. The decrease in the price is greater. The last part, it says to complete the sentence that's in the question. The sentence is the value of a bond blank when the interest rate increases, and bonds with a larger maturity are blank sensitive to changes in the interest rate. So looking back to parts A and B, we see that the value of a bond decreases with the interest rate. We see that the present value of the bonds are higher at a 3.5% rate than they are at a 7% rate, and that bonds with a longer maturity are more sensitive. The 40-year bond decreases in price more when the interest rate increases from 3.5% to 7% than the 20-year bond does. So this was chapter 27, problem 3.